Hey babes, I'm Alexis.
And I'm Lynette.
And this is Getting the D. Episode 4.
Number 4.
Cheers, me girly. We're doing it. We're making waves.
Here we go.
If you knew how long this stuff takes sometimes.
Just a 3-hour setup. But here we are. We made it.
We made it, babies. How's your week?
It was good.
Happy Nurses Week.
Yay.
Well,
thank you.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was actually, okay. Like, I love Nurses Week. Like, I appreciate it. Actually, it was so cute. One of the attendings, like, when I was in the OR, was like, should we sing Happy Nurses Week to Lynette? And I was like, oh my God, I feel so special.
What is that song?
No, there isn't.
Oh.
I just thought it was cute. There's no song.
I was like, oh, okay.
But then, so I'm going away this week. And so I'm like trying to not eat bad. And every single day was like pizza, tacos, like, oh my God, even it carried into today. There was like soft pretzels. Like there's just food everywhere. Like, I don't know why for Nurses Week, they just want to like feed us.
Because you guys are our heroes.
What about a little extra ETO?
Oh, well, I think we did maybe for ourselves, right?
I gave myself a little ETO.
As you should. As you should.
Personal emergency. Happy Nurses Week to me.
And to all the nurses, we love you.
A 3-day weekend for me. Yeah.
Way
to go, guys.
Love you.
Where it's a hard time out there.
It is. It's rough out here. Well.
So, how was your week, ma'am?
Well,
Miss Broad Street herself.
Well, I ran my first 10-mile run.
How much of it did you run?
Honestly, I shocked myself. So I will say I trained, but not a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not a runner, and I tried my best.
Running's very hard.
Let's say I jogged. Like, I'm not even gonna say like I ran. I mean, I think
Oh,
most
yeah.
people jog, but I had my knee braces on. Like, I was not playing around.
Yeah.
But I would say right out the gate, I ran like a straight 3 miles, and then I had to take a little like 60-second walk break. But I would not let myself walk too long because I knew I wouldn't start up again. So
That's the thing about running.
yeah,
If you stop for too long,
You're done.
You lose it.
you're done.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of myself. I'm proud that I did it.
Yay, love.
But that'll probably be my first and my last. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
right now.
but that's okay.
Yeah.
I think it's like so important to challenge yourself and
Yeah.
do things that you wouldn't expect yourself to do.
Yeah, no one's doing a half marathon or a marathon anytime soon.
And then
But-
watch yourself do it. It's really cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I'm happy I did it. And it was actually just great energy. I
Yeah.
feel like it's a rite of passage in Philly. Like, you have to do it. So,
I know, maybe I'll do it next year because I do run. Like, I have been running.
yeah.
Like, I ran yesterday and today. Like, so maybe next year.
Yeah. I will walk everywhere. And actually, people walk
Yeah.
the whole thing. So,
Yeah. How long does
Yeah.
that take, I wonder?
probably forever. I finished in right under 2 hours, which isn't terrible.
Running for 2 hours straight.
But
30
it didn't
minutes.
feel
I'm like, oh my God.
it. It didn't feel like it. Again,
Yeah.
because there's so many people out with like fun
There's so much
signs.
energy. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I had my future sister-in-law's bachelorette in New York.
So fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baby brother's getting married, so I'm excited to celebrate them. Congrats. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I was with a million nurses. It was hysterical. At one point, they were
yeah.
giving each other IVs.
Yeah. I saw the picture.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Like left and right.
It's like
It
the
was
best
hysterical.
part about having a bunch of nurses as friends, or like even I can do I do my own IVs at this point, but
Yeah.
it's like so convenient. Like I drank too much over the weekend and I actually gave myself an IV and I just fell asleep with it hooked up and I just got like a liter in
That's
and
sick.
then was like way less hungover.
Wow. I love that.
Yeah, it's incredible. Hit me up.
Hit me up, girl. No, I was cracking up. It was like 10 out of
Yeah.
12 of us were nurses.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not, but it was great to be on The Bachelor with them. So we were nice and hydrated.
Nurses are a good time.
No, so much fun.
Because we're like feral. Because we're just like insane. Like we're seeing the craziest stuff. So we're just nuts.
You're like, I need a drink.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. We had a great week.
Yay.
Now we're here, episode 4,
Yay.
which we know the last couple of weeks have been a little heavy. So this week
Yeah.
we did a little Instagram quiz that we kind of want to go over some results with, right?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So we did the date or ditch on our Instagram story. And people were so into it actually. Like we got like actually more response and more engagement than we have with anything ever.
Yeah.
So I think I want to make it a weekly thing.
Yeah,
what do you guys
coming
think?
up.
Would
You
we
let us know
like
if you
that?
want to hear any other ones, like any other categories.
But what if like on Fridays or Thursdays or something we were like, okay, ditch your date, like let's talk about it, because it's just like funny and so stupid. Like it's not even like
No, it's silly, and it just creates, again, the community and like just talking to our girls and like seeing what everyone's saying and thinking out there.
I think like everyone can participate in it too. It doesn't even just have to be like divorced people. It can be like, oh, what are your ex? And
it's just funny. I mean, all of my girlfriends were participating, married, single, not whatever.
So we're going to go through what our answers would be, what the results were, what our answers would be. And then you guys told us about your ex.
Yes.
So we're going to go through those. There's one that I think is so funny that I'm like obsessed with. I don't know if I told you which one it is. One of your clients wrote it in.
Oh, really?
Oh my God. I think it's hilarious. And I like really want to talk about it.
Okay.
Cause like, oh my God, it's just such a good one. Okay.
Oh, so first up, okay. A man, or I guess I should say anyone, but
anybody,
whatever, pulls out a guitar. For our purposes. A man pulls out a guitar at a party. Okay.
I don't like that.
This was a controversial one with like my girlfriends, and honestly, the results were really close. So ditch was 44%, date was 43%. So like that.
Someone loves it. Someone's hot on that.
There was 14% who loved it.
I think their finger slipped. I just can't imagine.
What did you say to me? Because there was a guy like a long time ago when I was dating, and he was like admitted to do that, and I was like, oh. And I remember Lynette said to me, like, you got to be like, that's my man.
No, if you're
like,
a man,
that's my man.
If your man is gonna pull out a guitar at a party, you have to be prepared to be like, yes, baby.
Feel like that. What if he sucks? Do you know what I mean? You just gotta like ride it out.
You ride for him and the guitar.
I feel like by then you should know if they're good or not, for them to be like confident enough to throw it with a guitar at a party.
Oh God, they like pull it out and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. I had some friends
you're
be
like not tonight.
Like, put it away. I had some friends be like, oh, I kind of like it. Like, it just like creates a cool vibe and blah. I'm like, I can see that. But like, if they're like known to be like good musician at the party, but like, if you're just on Brando and you're bringing them and you're like showing up and he just whips it out, I don't know.
I don't know. I require attention. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like, we're not all into like that.
The acoustics.
I don't know. Yeah, it's
the
not
acoustic set of Taking Back Sunday. We don't need it.
Yeah, it's not for me. I would nearly say it's a deal breaker.
Oh, okay. All right.
For me.
All right, that's fine for you. Okay. I don't know if it's like a full deal breaker, but I definitely would need to know. I would be like, honey, give me a little something before we go to the party.
Yeah,
give
like
me a little something.
Did you pack the guitar?
I need to know before we go. You can't just jump scare me.
You're like, this is a
You can't just pull it out. If you're listening to this audio, this can actually sound really dirty and not.
What?
Like, just whip it out.
Don't jump scare me. That's so good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, no, this is like their engagement party. Like, you can't like, so just bring out the fucking guitar.
Well, okay. So, all right. So again, close call on that one. A lot of people.
Yeah, mixed reviews.
Yeah, I definitely voted ditch, to be honest, because I also voted in all these as well.
Okay.
Next one.
The next one is a true story. Okay. He shows up in butterfly clips.
Okay.
I can't once again deal with that.
Okay.
Once again, not for me.
I just feel like if you're not Harry Styles, I don't want it. Unless you have that full like sex appeal, that like kind of androgynous guy that like, I don't know. Everyone thinks sexy if you even wear like a little skirt like Harry Styles.
Yeah.
That's rare in this world to find.
You have to be so
in everyday life
confident in your butterfly clips.
Yeah.
If that's what you're doing.
And like if I dated Harry Styles, I'd be like, you can wear anything you want. You can wear my dress. Like, I don't care. But like, I don't know. In Philadelphia, I don't think I'm finding someone who's going to hit to that level.
Yeah. I think it very much depends on their personality, but at like a first glance, like, no, butterfly, I can't do it.
Okay.
It's not for me.
What were the results?
Oh,
They
yeah,
were pretty
sorry.
staggering.
So 76% are ditching the butterfly clip man, 17% are dating them, and 7% loves it. And once again,
I think the same person voted for the guitar for the butterfly clips that loves it. Definitely.
It's a similar person.
I'm not gonna lie, I was sneaky looking at who voted for what. And I was
me too. When I was like, wait a minute.
At some of your answers and been like, yeah, she would say that.
Yeah.
And then it surprised me some of them. Like, with my own best friends, I was like, oh, they would like that. I don't know. But it was fun. So we're still going. Okay. Still calls their parents mommy and daddy. Okay. So like mommy, daddy. No, like when you refer to, I was explaining this to someone the other day, like mom did this, mom did that, dad did this, dad did that, to a stranger or like a friend, like, or a potential like relationship partner, it's weird. If you do that with like a sibling, like, oh, mom's at Target or like whatever, that's normal. But if you're like telling me like mom or dad, like as if it's my mom or dad,
right?
That's how I took that when
like
I read that.
Like that's their first name.
Yeah, exactly.
Like going to mommy's, like that's so weird. No, but what if he calls them and he's like, hey mommy?
No.
I don't.
When you put the MY on it, it's
mom
giving.
It's fine. Mom.
It's giving mommy issues.
A male that calls dad daddy.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
That fucks me up. That's a hard calling your parents mommy and daddy. I don't expect you to be on like call them like, oh hey John, but like I need you to just be like Pop.
Like, hey, my mom did this, or like mom, what's up, dad, what's up.
I don't like mommy daddy.
Yeah, so a lot of people didn't either. 67% ditch, 25% date. And is that 8%?
8% loved it. Your finger slipped once again. I just can't believe that.
Once again. Okay.
All right. The next one is a big personal ick that I think a lot of people did not understand, but this is just like a very big thing for me for some reason. Picks you up in a brand new yellow Corvette.
Yeah.
Extra ick points if it's a convertible. It just screams midlife crisis to me. I think it's so icky. Like you could have purchased so many other like cool sports cars for that money. I'm just
midlife crisis at 30 years old on a yellow Corvette.
I just don't like. I'm like, are you listening?
Like not even midlife yet.
Like,
already.
Are you also listening to like Yacht Rock?
Oh,
Corvette gives Yacht Rock. I said it. I said what I said.
What is Yacht Rock? I'm so sorry. I never heard that. What is that?
Google's Yacht Rock.
Okay.
We'll revisit this.
Okay, we'll revisit.
Yacht Rock is like...
If you know what Yacht Rock is, please comment below because I do not.
Hashtag Yacht Rock. I don't know. It's like weird, like old man music. That, it's like
dad
rock,
music? Like dad rock?
Very dad. Very dad.
Okay. I mean, okay.
Dad rock, Yacht Rock. Coming from two girls without dads.
Happy Mother's Day.
I think it's what dads listen to.
Okay, well.
Yeah, I just like, I can't do it with the Corvette.
I will say a lot of people disagree with you though.
No, 100%.
It seems like people were like, I'll still date them.
Yeah, this is definitely a personal issue.
Yeah. This one was very personal.
Ditch 35%, date 59%, and then again, loves it 7%. Okay.
All right. Well.
Oh, this next one was actually your suggestion.
This one was? Oh. It's your, okay.
This one.
It's your first time saying their place and they show you their video game collection.
Okay.
That's a hard no for me. I'm a big anti-video game girly. I just have personal experience with that and I'm not into it. I'm not going to sit down with you and play your video game with you. I don't like when a grown man spends hours playing video games.
Hours is tough.
It's a lot. I can see if I'm not home and you're like, all right, let me just like jump on this. But even so, like when I see with like the headset and like,
not the headset.
I'm good. It's going to be a no for me, but I know not many people care about that, but I I'm good.
Well, because guys are into it. Like, that's something that they're into. I don't have a lot of feelings about the video games, primarily because I've never dated anyone that does that.
Just don't.
So don't? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But I don't want to be shown your video games. Like, that very much tells me that our priority, like, you're not understanding, like, who I am as a person.
Right, like, that's what I said. I think if I was that girl that was like, oh, like, she's cool and is, like, probably is, like, her video games herself. Or is, like, a comic book girl. Like, I don't know. Like, that.
Wow, those girls are so cool.
Well, they are. I'm just, like, I'm not that girl, clearly.
It's not me, no.
I need to calm down with my hands. Okay. Jazz hands.
So 67% said ditch, 27% said date, and 6% loves it.
Okay, well, I clearly agree with the ditch people.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have to be in the situation, I think.
Okay, that's fair.
This
is a big one for you.
So toxic for me. They say that they don't like girls that wear makeup.
Okay.
I am all for you being like, I think you're so pretty without makeup, but I need you to understand that, like, this is part of who I am and it's an art to me.
Yeah.
And also, why don't you like when I wear makeup because you're nervous that I'm gonna go out and be pretty? Like, what is this about? Like, what is the root of it?
That's a them problem when a guy is so adamant about that. That has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with their insecurities.
I agree.
100%. It's like, it's weird to come out of the blue and just be like, oh, by the way, I don't like my women to wear makeup.
That's weird. Ew, that gives so controlling.
Right, that's what I mean. I can see if he just said like, hey, I think you're beautiful without makeup too.
Yeah.
Cute, love that. And if
like
you
a little Drake, like sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on, like
period. Yeah, like we love that. We love that. And of course we want to not wear makeup all the time. But sometimes we want to wear makeup.
No, I'm going to wear like 10 pounds of makeup regularly. And I'm going to need you to be like, baby, you slayed.
Right out the gate, I'm wearing some for sure. Like even, you wake up and you're like,
oh yeah.
And you're like, wait, I just woke up like this. I just woke up like this. What do you mean? A lot of people also said like, ditch that man.
I have said no to every single one of these.
Who made these up?
Not picky at all.
You go on a nice dinner. Wait, you take them to a nice dinner.
Wait,
we're not taking them to a nice dinner.
No, this goes back to the one that we're going to talk about later.
No, okay, but
you make reservations at a nice place.
And they keep their phone on the table the entire time. Okay, so we have 45% ditch, 31% date, and then 24% I do this. I personally don't like that, and I don't want my phone on the table or their phone on the table because I want to like really be engaged, especially if it's like a first date. I think it also is probably like, are you dating years?
Yeah.
Are you months in? But like right out the gate, first date, if you're on your phone or the phone's on the table, like absolutely not. Unless you're like a doctor and you need to save lives. But like,
what are you so busy with?
We need to be present. How do you feel?
Okay, facts, but I do that. So.
Yeah, but I think are you doing that on a first date?
Probably not.
So I think, these are all conditional, Sometimes it's like, I just think it's rude. Okay, well, we'll follow to the next one. Do you want to read this next one?
It's your first time sleeping over and he didn't brush his teeth before bed.
You skipped that one.
Back to
okay, fine. All right.
Can you deal with a man that doesn't brush his teeth before bed?
Okay, this is another one I had a conversation with, and like it was like it came down to condition, like
you're sober.
No, like you need to brush your teeth. You need to brush your teeth. I don't understand that. I've had instances where like that's happened, and I'm like, there's a toothbrush there if you want it.
If you're blacked out, right? If I'm falling asleep in my makeup,
we're blacked out drunk.
Then
and
like
that's
then
different.
like we're not teeth brushing,
right? Different.
But if it's like grown up sleepover, like Netflix and chill, and then bedtime,
your teeth better be brushed.
Brush your fucking teeth.
Like hygiene is just, I don't get when people don't have it. No, it's just basic. It's basic stuff, you guys.
What were the results on that? People wanted teeth brushing, right? I hope.
Oh yeah, but to be honest, it's like 59% ditch, 29% date. People were still dating them.
Whoever said I didn't either, it's fine. I didn't either.
You nasty,
ma'am.
You nasty,
get your life.
You nasty girl.
Yeah, I can't with that.
Again, if you're drunk, maybe okay, but that's really it. You invite him to a fancy dinner and he shows up in flip-flops.
Nar.
Absolutely not. I said no.
No. And there's not even one type of acceptable flip-flop.
I had this discussion with someone like maybe almost
Is it
a
a
year
reef?
ago.
Like,
is
what
it
is
a
it?
rainbow?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, listen, I feel like there's times and places maybe for a flip flop. Dinner is not one of them. I don't care. Like,
Unless we're
especially
like
in the city. If we're on the beach somewhere maybe, but like other than that, I want like a nice white sneaker.
I think a flip-flop in the city at literally any point in time, man or woman, is disgusting.
Oh, even a woman. What do you mean? Like, do you mean like an Old Navy like flip flop, or
Like
do you mean
like a sandal is like okay, but like the streets are so disgusting.
yeah, and you're just
like,
flicking that stuff on your feet.
You're pretty much barefoot. No, I'm not here for a flip flop
Yeah,
ever.
I think there's a time and a place for a flip flop, but most of the times I don't want to see.
And if you show up to like Alpenrose in a flip flop,
oh, it's over. Not a steakhouse in a flip flop.
I'm eating alone.
Same.
No, I'm not even that mean. I'd be like, okay, come on.
I would just look down at his feet the entire time and like give
You're
it away.
under the.
I'm like, sir, why do I see your toes? And they're not even like pedicured. You know what I mean? Like, why are we showing up with the toes out and we're not even getting a pedicure? Like, at least do a little clear coat.
A little clear coat, babe.
I don't know if you're going to be that
Yeah, I
confident
don't like
with
that.
your toes out. It's like that's enough.
I haven't said yes to not one of these.
Well, yeah, staggering. A lot of people said absolutely not as well.
Yeah.
I think our followers agree with us.
Oh my God, I'll fucking scream this next one. It's your first time meeting his family, and he greets his mom with a kiss on the lips.
I'm gonna say it together. 3, 2, 1.
No. I will walk the fuck home. I don't care if it was a 6-hour drive. I'm walking home. I'm walking out the door immediately if you kiss your mother on the mouth.
It's so funny
Ever.
because a lot of my South Philly Italian girls messaged us with this and we're like, oh, this is an Italian thing. And I was like, well, this is why I've never been attracted to Italian men, because I cannot. I simply cannot. If you're walking up to your mom and just like a full smack her on the lips, is she doing your laundry while you're home too, visiting her? I probably. And
Yes, she has gravy defrosting in the fridge.
couldn't be me.
Yeah, no.
Because you know what? Who's going to be mommy number 2? You.
They're expecting it to be you.
Exactly. And
But you will
never
never
live up to my son.
Well, yeah, no, but you'll also never be more important than her for him.
Right. Correct.
Like,
So.
she will be the number one woman in his life forever if they're kissing on the mouth. And then secondary, I don't want to kiss you on the mouth. Mommy kiss on the mouth.
Yeah.
That couldn't be a harder fucking no. I have to be honest.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the biggest no on the list for me.
I agree. I do. Actually, this next one might be my biggest no. And this is a controversial one.
Yeah. Okay.
Even though
we disagree
the
on
ditch
this.
was very huge in the response. It wasn't close.
Wait for the next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they
Go
want
ahead,
to
Lex.
split the bill 50-50. It's a hard no for me. But Lynette is a little different than me.
I don't know. Okay. It's not that I want to split the bill, because honestly, that's just inconvenient. I don't want to put up 2 cards, like, again, adults, like, just somebody pay for it, but like you pay for it and then I'll get drinks the next place we go, or like I'll get dinner sometime. Like, I don't have a problem paying. I actually prefer it. It makes me feel like I'm in a partnership.
Okay.
I like it.
I think that's fair for what you like.
Yeah.
I mean, we can dive into what people responded on our things and like kind of segue into that, or we can.
Well, yeah. Okay. So then we had everybody tell us their icks, and we had a lot of responses. One of which was girls who think their man needs to pay for everything but want to claim being independent. Weird.
They put weird.
They
actually,
put weird.
I know this person and I really love her and respect her. This
Disclaimer.
Yeah, no, for sure. This gets me a little crazy.
Well, you and I feel so differently about this.
Yeah, I feel as though I am a very independent woman and I can very much pay for my own meals, and I very much can like pay for one, he pays for one, whatever. But I think personally, being a independent woman who is attracted to men, I do not want to pay for the bill, like whatsoever. Like it actually makes me feel less in my feminine. And that's just me personally. Like I feel as though the relationships I were in the past, or people I've, you know, maybe been with in the past, I always was so masculine in those relationships, and that led me being so unattracted to them. So when I'm taken out or taken on a date, I truly believe that the man should pay every time.
Every time for everything.
Well, listen, there's times where I've made dinner when I was dating someone. Yeah. I bought the food. Sure. Like at my place because like I wanted to make them dinner or whatever. But when we're like going on a nice date, like I'm not reaching for that bill. I'm so sorry, but that's just not me.
Okay. Well, I do kind of think like if he booked it.
I don't care who books it.
And then, so if you book it,
I don't care.
You're like, I really want to go.
If
here.
you're courting me, and I know that sounds old school. I don't care. I think that's, in my opinion, like I think that's missing in this world. And I just
being
just like chivalry. You're the man. Like take me out to dinner.
I mean, like I want doors held for me and stuff, but I don't know. I just
Well, that's a part of it.
It's interesting because like I feel powerful splitting things, and you feel powerful not. It's just so
I think these are all like things that how we were raised, maybe, or how we grew up, or how we feel like what makes sense. So I don't know for us. So yeah. But I respect that opinion for sure, because again, I get it. Like I am a very, very hyper independent woman, and it is hard for me sometimes to let go of control. Hence my marriage ending.
Well, you think?
I really like took over everything and didn't allow him to do much, and then I was like, wait, what am I doing? You need to come in and help. And then that would start and then go away. So it was never like, you know, partnership at that time.
Okay. Yeah, I understand.
And so I'm like,
you want to be taken care of.
Yeah. And it doesn't need to be like everything. I'd love to take care of them as well, but yeah. I don't need you to pay for a car for me. I don't need you to pay for my bills. Like take me to dinner though. And grab the check. Period. All right. That's how I feel.
Take me on a date. I'll pay for it.
There you go, guys. They'll be like, all the men will be in the comments like, we want to take Lynette out.
Lynette, I made a reservation.
Oh, well, anyway.
No, not always. I think that fair is fair.
All right, listen, we can beat this argument until we're blue in the face.
I know. I don't like disagreeing with you, but I think it's good to disagree.
I think it's good to agree to disagree on that for sure. But
meeting his friends and he doesn't introduce you before getting into an intense convo. Like he just walks up to a group of people but doesn't introduce you at all and just starts chatting with them.
That's rude.
So uncomfortable. I don't like that.
Especially if you're the stranger of the group. It should be the first thing they say.
Is it a deal breaker?
It would be a red flag.
Yeah, exactly. I think it just tells you a lot about that person.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm here, you know? Okay.
Men in general.
By the way, they were talking about people's icks. They're sending us in. If we just need a quick reminder. Men that wear jewelry, it depends, I guess.
You know what I'm going to say.
What are you going to say?
I fucking love jewelry.
I like jewelry too. I'm not against it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. It has to be done tastefully.
What if it was like all silver, like heavy chains, like remember the little ball ones from the 90s?
Oh.
What if it was like
a dog tag?
And then, oh God, not a dog tag. Oh, I didn't even consider that.
Don't you remember them though?
Yes.
Yeah. I love a good chain though. I love a good chain.
No, I haven't considered this.
Love a good chain.
If it's like a little tight, like a little gold boy, I can get down with that. But oh my God, a fucking dog tag.
I don't need like smacking me in the face when things are happening. But like it's pretty sexy when a guy wears a little bit of a chain.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, me either. You guys know the chains we're talking about. We're not talking about like two chains.
What?
That's strange.
Good morning, beautiful text.
That's an ick for people? You know.
Why?
I think it's so sweet.
No, I think it's nice. I like to know that you woke up and thought about me.
Yeah, and especially if you got beautiful.
Yeah.
Right?
What about that's icky?
Girl, look inward. I don't know about that one. I think that was actually one of my girlfriends who said that.
Yeah, why are you mad?
Why are you mad about that? I would be, happy that someone's, thinking about me.
The next one's highly personal as well. Not knowing if they want kids at 40 years old.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you probably should know by then.
Oh, this one's a good one. When they start trash talking their ex on the first date. Red flag.
Huge red flag.
Huge red flag.
Like, actually deal breaker.
Yeah, I don't, because.
Yeah.
No, just no. It's a no. It's a no for me.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Or like when they say, "Oh, my ex is crazy." Tell me why. Tell me what you think is crazy.
Because we are girls, and most likely you're the crazy one.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
9 times out of 10, you did something that made her crazy.
Nuts. Believe me, been there. So, fish pics.
I don't run into a fish pic often. Okay. I have to be honest.
When I was on
my
the apps,
men are not doing the fish picking. Like I don't.
Well, on the apps, I think they're what they're talking about.
Oh, I didn't do apps.
Yeah. So there's a lot of fish holding on the apps.
There's a
lot of fish holding on the apps.
A lot of fish holding.
There are.
Do they think women are impressed with the fish?
I think what happens is men don't take a lot of pictures. I mean, I guess it depends on who it is, but when they do take a photo, sometimes they're fishing with their friends and they think that's one of their best photos.
Trophy fish.
Right, which I don't. Maybe it is, and maybe they think that's one of their best photos.
Have you ever been impressed by one of them?
Absolutely not. I'm just not into fishing though. So I mean, I would maybe try it, but I'm just not like, oh, that makes me super attracted to you to hold that fish.
Wow, that fish is cool as hell.
That's a huge catch.
Yeah, I don't know. The men that I'm interested in aren't doing that, so I'm not sure. Gym selfies. I'll fuck a gym selfie up. I love a gym selfie.
Okay, wait a minute. If you go on their profile and it's just all gym selfie pics.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
or like they're just constantly posting pics of themselves in the gym, like on their stories, like that's all there are. No.
I do like that you go to the gym though.
Oh yeah, 100% work out and do that whole thing. Unless they request one, which I have done that. Like we can.
No, I love a gym pic.
We love a nice fit guy that takes care of himself.
Yeah.
But if you're constantly doing that and you just are seeking validation from that constantly, I just think it's a little icky.
Yeah.
But it has to be like constant. I mean, once in a while, if you're like little, I'm proud of my body. I did this, I did that. Go off, king. Like,
I don't know. What about like a shirtless gym pic? What are vibes?
Like, here's the thing. I think if it's done,
once in a while.
Yeah, I don't like the whole on their Instagram page. It's like all gym pics. I just, it's just interesting.
I think that's
unless that's your profession, maybe. But
okay,
yeah, I think it's a little icky.
Jury's out on that. I'm not sure. I'd have to know more about you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this next one made me sad.
Yeah, I don't understand this one either.
Using emojis while texting.
That doesn't bother me. I mean, I can see if it's like overused, maybe, but like,
what if they like take like the Apple suggestions
every time? Every time.
Yeah.
It's like every sentence has like an emoji
like
in
multiple.
It. That would be a little much. But like, I don't think I've ever run into that.
I have to be texted with emojis. If you don't use an emoji in your texting or like an exclamation point here and there, I'm just going to assume that you don't like me at all.
Yeah. You hate me. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's not going to ick me out if they use it.
I require emojis. Don't you like a little emoji?
Like I love a little, like a little
heart,
a little smooch.
Yeah.
One.
Or like the fiery one that's like.
Yeah, like the one that's like,
they're
very hot.
Expressive. They explain everything.
Yeah, but again, overuse is maybe a little crazy, a little cringe. Like if it's every sentence they're sending you.
I like an expressive man.
So do I, but I think there's a way to use it.
Not me describing.
I think I'm sure, well, you just dropped a name. It's all good. Ugly or dirty sneakers. Okay, I feel like recently dirty sneakers have come back in, and I don't know why. Like they're like people wear them, and we're all okay with it. But there was a time that dirty sneakers were not it. Like if you had a piece of dirt on your sneaker, it was not for me. How do you feel today? I don't really know.
If you're magic erasering your sneakers, that's more of an ick to me than your sneakers being dirty.
Okay. Oh, I like that. Okay, I like that perspective.
Yeah. I don't like fucking chill.
If you're magic erasering,
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I've bleached my sneakers before, but like,
mean, once in a while, yeah, I'll like clean the soles up. But if you're like wearing fucking bags on your shoes in the rain, that's enough. I've had enough.
Yeah, like you can't even walk outside. That's
And God forbid it's a
very
Jordan.
ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like it's a
the
little.
ickiest.
It's a little ridiculous. Okay.
Oh wait.
Oh, this is your favorite one, I think, right?
Oh yes, thank you so much for this one. American flag clothing, and it's not July. Okay, outside of the month of July. That is so fucking good to me. What a good ick. Because I couldn't agree more.
That was my girl, Christine.
I couldn't agree more. Like,
we love you for that.
An American flag tank top.
Oh, like a cutoff.
Oh. Again, that's up there with kissing your mom on the lips.
That's something.
Yeah,
I just think we don't agree on a lot of things in life if you're wearing that kind of
100%. 1000%.
So we're probably not compatible. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
If even like, I don't know, if we're going to a country concert, like still keep it at home. I'm good. I don't.
Do you have like flags hanging out of the back of your truck?
It's a certain type of man.
Yeah, it's not
for me.
Once again, not for me.
But you know.
But that was such a good one.
Really funny one.
I love that.
This one's really funny.
Also very specific.
So specific.
A man walking around the house barefoot.
What?
Again, who hurt you? Why is that so
Why is that so? I mean, also, why is that so icky? Like, I did think about this for like a whole 10 minutes.
I had to as well.
Because I was like, what men have I been with where like we were together a long enough time where they're like walking around barefoot? And did I ever get like icked out by that? But then I realized that like,
they don't really do that.
No, I guess they wear like a house shoe or a slipper.
Or a sock.
Yeah, not many now that I think of it.
I know.
Yeah.
I had to think about this as well.
It's just really funny. It's just something I would never think
But now I'm looking out for it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a nick yet.
Listen, I think at the end of the day, we need to keep those toes away.
I think a sock is what's best.
I know people have like feet things, but like, I mean, for the men, I don't know about that. Like meaning like us about men.
Like they like feet?
I don't know if I want to like see your feet all the time.
It doesn't bother me. It's just so weirdly specific.
It's very specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very specific.
Very specific.
Oh, this one's funny too.
Men who cross their legs like a lady.
Like how we're sitting right now.
Yeah, like this.
Doesn't it hurt? I don't know. Like, what does it feel like? It just looks very uncomfortable.
I assume that there's ball crushing happening.
Yeah, right? So, like, how do they manage it?
How are you managing it?
How are you managing your testicles?
It's more of an enigma than an ick. I have questions.
We have questions, but also, like, if you're able to, is that an issue? You know? Right.
I have absolutely been like... If you're able.
If you're able.
What's going on?
What's happening, sir?
But I've seen really hot guys do it. Like a nice, like.
But they usually do like the half one where like their ankle hits
like
the knee.
Like I can't even. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that one's
the
good.
The balls space.
Yeah, that one's fine for me.
But a full crossing.
I just don't, unless they're like yogis or something.
I was just going to say, I can't believe that you have the mobility in your hips. The hip mobility is impeccable.
That's actually pretty impressive. So maybe I'm taking back my answer. I don't know.
We're not sure. Show us a man that crosses his legs.
Well, that was fun. Harry Styles probably crosses his legs like that.
See? Okay, butterfly clips,
but
leg crossing.
He can, though.
What if he kissed his mom on the lips?
I don't care. It's Harry Styles.
We'd change it all for Harry Styles. We'd let it all
I would let it all go.
I wouldn't, but
I would.
I'm happy for
you. Know why? Because he can sing to me.
And I don't want that
and
either.
I wouldn't mind it.
Oh my God, I don't want to be
I also wouldn't mind it if he did it. This is only for him, no one else. So, yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Good to know.
Now you all know I love Harry Styles.
Okay, so I think I want to do this more. I like it.
Yeah, that was fun.
Okay, send us more X.
More X. Please send us all your X. Honestly, though, I have a thing with icks as well. I feel like if you're so icked out by every single thing, like I've seen lists of that women put together about icks for men, and I'm like, all right, something's a little wrong with you. I think you need to look inward a little and be like, enough is enough. Like, we can make exceptions for some things. Like, I think someone said, like, a guy drinking out of a straw.
Oh my God.
Like, what? Like, you're being ridiculous.
So here's the thing, and I think that this will actually segue
Like, you're
into
never gonna find anyone.
Well, no, right.
Like, if you keep listing icks.
But this will segue us actually into episode 5, which is going to be about detachment. Like, if you're so controlling where you can't handle a man drinking out of a straw, like, you should kind of look at like what is going on for you that you can't deal with that. And also, I think that a big part of loving someone is just letting them be themselves.
Like their little quirks.
Unless
they wear butterfly clips.
It's an American flag t-shirt. But you know what? Let him be himself somewhere else, just far away from me.
Right. Correct.
But like, you can't control every single little thing like that. No, like having a million icks is crazy. And also, like, if you get secondhand embarrassment, grow the fuck up.
No, truly. It's like, stop.
Yeah. Unless it's a guitar at a party.
Any of the things you just listed, that's fine.
Well, now that we've gone through our followers' icks and some of ours, but are there any huge deal breakers for you that are really big icks or things that you've experienced in the past that are just an absolute no-go for you?
Just anyone who's like rude, especially to wait staff.
That makes me so uncomfortable.
Yeah. Like just blatantly rude. I'm looking at you from jump though. Like if I'm going to be honest, like did you hold the door for me?
Back to the chivalry.
I don't care. You don't have to, you don't have to like pull my chair out. But like, that would be nice though. I would love that. But like, just rudeness. Like even like ordering before me. If you want to order for me, that's fine.
Oh my God, I hate
But like if they're like, I'll take, and you're like, oh, you're going to go first?
Wait.
Noted.
Do you like being ordered for?
It's not that I don't, like if he knows what I want and he knows what he wants and he like knows our order and he's like, all right, I got this, like is excited to like order for us.
Ooh.
I'm like, okay. I'm not, again, the whole like equality thing, blah, 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 blah. I'm not like looking for like, I need you to like, I don't know. It's not important to me if he's like, I want to order the meal for us just to get it done and you don't have to say anything. And it's not, I don't feel like I'm being silenced as a woman.
Oh my God. I will not be ordered for.
Okay. So like,
don't even, if you know what I want, don't say it.
But speak. Like most guys think they're being nice doing that though.
I can speak. I don't like
totally. It. We know we can speak. And I think he knows you can speak too. And I think he just thinks he's being nice about it.
No.
And he just like wants to take control again and be a man. But we're just going to get back.
Yeah. Oh my God. This is so insightful. It's so funny.
I don't know. I just feel like sometimes it can be sexy to be like, I got this. Like, let me do this. And like, I don't know. I'm not seeing it as him taking my power away. Like that, it doesn't always need to be that for me.
Don't order my fucking salad. Don't take my power away.
It's just food. I mean, I don't, you know what I mean? Like it's not that deep.
Okay.
I can see if you're like, babe, we have to have the same joint bank accounts and like you have to be in my control with my money. Like that's one thing. But like we're eating dinner. He wants to like just show you and flex a little bit and be like, I want to order for you. I'm not going to tell him no, but
maybe I'm still a little crazy.
No, you're not. I think there's people agree with both of us. It's just, but regardless of that, I think it's just.
Sorry, take it back. Take it back.
I think it's with a rudeness to the waiter, wait staff.
Hate it.
Yeah, ordering them their own thing and ahead of you. I think that's very rude.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, it happened a few times to me where I'm like, oh, yeah, go ahead. Ladies first, I guess it doesn't apply anymore.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's a little lost in this world. That's a big one, but I think the list can go a little longer. Yeah. Again, I'm very open-minded. I will say that. Like, I'm very like, I'm never going to like judge you in the first 60 seconds. But if we're together long enough, 15, 20 minutes, I'm carrying the conversation. You're not asking me any questions. You're just talking all about yourself. It's going to be a no for me.
I was gonna say same.
Okay.
I'm so understanding.
Yeah.
Like I am so understanding.
Yeah.
And I also can understand if you're nervous.
Oh my God.
Like
We both
I could
are.
totally
Yeah.
see you being a little bit weird. Like that's okay.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
if you don't ask any questions about me or you just talk about yourself the whole time,
Yeah.
like just have like a little bit of social awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I did go on a date with somebody that did that and I was like, "Oh, you're so cute, but I hate that you're doing that."
Yeah.
Like I actually know all about your family and all of your hobbies and you don't know actually anything about me. You don't even like know what I do for a living. Like that's so weird to me.
I agree. I think that's so, again, it's rude and it's selfish. And if you're dating, right? You're intentionally dating. You want to get to know who I am because you want to date me, right? Or you're just so self-absorbed that I'm seeing that now that I'm in front of you. Also, I can't stand when I'm gonna out myself right now. I'm a Swiftie, okay? And when
we know that.
Well, you know that. But when people ask like about your music taste and stuff, like sometimes I'll try and be funny, be like, listen, I know this is like a polarizing topic, but I do enjoy Taylor Swift.
It really is.
And I'm a fan. And some guys are like, oh my God, you're one of them. Blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, all right, this is never going to work. Bye. Or if they're like neutral about it, I'm like, all right, you're my guy. Like if they're like, okay, that's whatever. But
is it because really you ridiculous. Have a problem with really strong women?
That's what it comes down to. Yeah. Why is there such a hate for her sometimes? Right. Men? Anywho, that's definitely up there, even though it's a little ridiculous. But it's kind of up there. It kind of shows me your true colors. But anyway, tell me, I feel like you were about to get into something.
Well, wait, no, I was going to say that a guy that I talked to was like, what kind of music do you listen to? Because I can't listen to any of that Taylor Swift shit. And
see?
Like I didn't even say anything. And I'm not a Swiftie. Like so much respect, but like it's just not my jam. But like I don't really have like any opinion about it. But he immediately was like, oh, Taylor Swift, hard no. I didn't even say anything.
See, that's never gonna be my guy.
So weird. Are you okay?
No, I feel like when you hate something that much, that's about you.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like, what did she do to you?
She was strong and independent and like
just is one of the most feminine. Powerful
they can't
women in the world.
Can't deal. Well, that was the same guy that talked about himself the whole date, so
the one you went on.
Yeah. So it's not like shocking. Yeah. That those things go together.
But typically when people are like, ugh, like they have like such a strong opinion about that, you're like, that's definitely about you. So that's definitely an ick for me, even though it's super specific when you get that like deeply hated. Because that's like a part of the questions, right? Like when you go on a first date, it's like, what do you do for work?
Yeah.
Do you have siblings? La la la. What's your family like? What are your hobbies? Like, ugh, I hate that one.
What are your hobbies?
Yeah, because I'm like, first of all, you start to like make shit up. I feel like in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I hike too. Like, I don't fucking
You're
hike.
Like, I'm part of a chess club.
I play, what's that sport everyone's playing?
What?
It's not tennis. It's the baby tennis. Oh, God. The masses are going to get really mad at me. Pickleball.
Against the wall.
Pickleball.
Oh.
You're talking about
the other one.
The other one.
Sports.
They're like, so what do you do besides work a million hours? I vibe. I vibe
in bed other than
and that. I'm open to learning, but no, it's funny. Like you get that question and then people are like, what kind of music do you listen to? Do you listen to music? Blah, blah. Oh yeah, people love to ask, what are your hobbies? I'm like,
bitch, what are your hobbies?
Yeah, well,
men do be having hobbies. So they're hobbied down.
Honestly, I feel like getting a hobby as a single girl though, like if you like do join like a sports team, it's probably a sleigh.
Yeah, I
like you're probably gonna meet some like good guys. Yeah. Really,
or girls.
Like
like I'd be down for like girlfriends.
Just like a girly girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have room in my life for hobbies. This is it.
Well, currently we have
This is
7
the
jobs
hobby.
each. So just managing a lot. Oh, this is a big one for me, actually. If you vape, get out of my face. No. It's going to be a no for me.
It's weird. Yeah, vaping is weird.
Not into it at all. I think you look ridiculous and you're puffing that thing like it's going out of style. And it's like strawberries and cream, which is even more of an ick. Like and it's like plastic. I don't get it. You're charging it with USB. You're hitting it right before you go to bed. Are you okay? Like, are you okay?
It's a heavy commitment
And
to vaping. Oh, but if it's like, I feel like they haven't been doing the vape game as heavy. Like, do you remember those big box ones? They were like humongous. It looked like a tiny hookah. And they would vape those, and the clouds would be like ginormous, and you'd be walking behind someone, and you're like, "Oh, blue raspberry dragon!" Like, it was...
Yeah, it's gonna be a no for me, dog. But I know it's huge in this world now. But I just feel like, again, we don't live the same lifestyle, and it's not for me. But yeah, that's definitely a big one. I just thought of that one randomly, though.
Yeah, no, you're right.
There's definitely more.
It's so hard because you never want to say like, oh, I hate that, or like never say never, because if you really like someone, like I'll put up with quite a bit if I really like someone. And also, I am not perfect. I do things that are so annoying.
I'm sure I have a list as well. I'm sure people are like, oh, well, she did that, and I'm not into it.
Yeah.
She has red hair. I'm not into it. You know what I mean?
Like
guys, I would love to see like a comparison of like girls' icks versus guys' icks. Guys are just like, she's pretty. I don't care. Like,
I was wondering though, because girls are so big on icks. Yeah. Do you guys get icks? Like, I was like, do you guys even get the ick? So I asked a guy. Oh. And he was like, oh my God, yeah.
Oh, I bet.
And I was like, okay, well, what are your
Can
icks?
you list any? Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, list them. And he was like, oh, like if she smokes cigarettes. And I was like, no, that's just, it's not even an ick. That's just like an absolutely not like, hell no, huge deal breaker.
Yeah. Like that's, I don't want to speak for the whole world, but I feel like, not in Europe at least, but at least in America, I feel like they've definitely phased out a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
and people are not like about that life anymore, but.
It's not for me.
It's not for me either. But yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so I guess the men do get the ick too, but I think that we get it really bad.
Again, I think if you get it really quick off of really small, minute things.
Like silly stuff, yeah.
It's not about them, it's about you.
Actually, there was a guy that I went on a few dates with that I really liked. Mm-hmm. And he did something. And I actually had to call a couple of people to consult them about it. I had to like call like a couple best friends and be like, am I psychotic for hating this? Like, is it crazy for me to like cut him off for this one very minute thing?
What was it?
And they were like, yeah, you like, that's absolutely ridiculous. You have to get over it.
Oh my God. What is it?
And so like, oh, but the point of this is that you can't, like, sometimes you just need to marinate in it and be like, wait, this ick is more about me than them, I think.
Yeah. Are you going to tell us?
Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah, of course. What do you mean? I'm like on the edge of my seat.
So some time ago, I made someone dinner, and it was like a specialty of mine. Like, it's a food that I make really well, and I made it for them because I like them. Mm-hmm. And he didn't even taste it. He just immediately seasoned it. And like, I'm crazy about food. Yeah. Like, food is so important to me. Like, I'm just like, I think it's like, just like culturally, like very important. And like, food is love. Like, food is so important to me. So if I cook for you, I need you to at least taste it before you put anything on it. Yeah. And it was like such a special thing for me to like make this person food, and then for him to want to change it immediately. Oh my God, it absolutely sent me. Like, I was like, oh my God, like, I don't actually know if this is going to work for me.
Right. Well,
is that crazy?
A little, yeah. I feel like, I think it's a lot of people when they're eating food, right? Like, they immediately have, they put salt on it or they put pepper like immediately, because that's just what they've always done with their food. Like, they don't even taste it yet. So maybe that was more his thing versus like him being like, oh, this needs more of this or this needs more of that. Like, You just wanted him to eat it, taste it, feel it out. And then maybe if you wanted to add something, he could have. But like he just went in.
I took it
that like messed you up.
Very personally.
Okay.
Like it was a personal attack on my meal.
Okay.
And so I had a little chat with myself and some of my best friends, and I was like, it's not that serious. And if you like this person, it's something that you're just going to have to say like, okay. Like,
and you talk about it and he doesn't do it again.
It's okay. I don't think we ever talked about it, but we will now.
Well, this podcast is going to get more and more interesting as we go along. I've been at this dating game for a little bit longer than Lynette, so I definitely have some stories for like the real dating episode with, I'm sure we're going to have a couple parts about that.
I think that the dating will be kind of like woven in intermittently because it's going to keep happening. Right. So we're going to want to talk about it more and more.
It's something we have to talk about at some point. And we will. I also didn't feel ready to like intentionally date for a long time.
Yeah.
I was very much like into my own self kind of discovery. And like I was into like I really needed to learn how to detach from people.
Yeah.
In order to actually be like, okay, I'm ready to go online or on the apps and start dating people with intention because I wasn't ready.
Well, you want to feel pretty solid in yourself prior to rejoining with another person because you've been like the other half to someone for so long. I don't know what your marriage was like, but like I was extremely codependent in my relationship. So like finding independence is something that's really important to me, and detaching.
Yeah. Well, I think when you're with someone for that amount of years, no matter what, you're dependent on the other person. Like you become, that's your penguin person. Like you just, everything. Do you like that?
I've never heard that.
Really? That's the thing. You just do everything with them. Are you going to cry? Are you going to cry?
Like I'm like imagining with the pebble, you know how the penguins do the pebble?
They're little touching like this. Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
It is beautiful, and we will find our penguin person again. But
I think that's episode 4.
That was a fun one.
Yeah,
we needed to give the girlies some lightheartedness after all the
girlies.
Serious stuff.
We gave you a little something cute,
a little something, a little intro to the dating.
Yeah, it's coming. We're doing it. Okay,
we are coming.
We're doing.
Well,
episode 4.
Episode 4, baby. Cheers.
Here we go.
In the eye. Episode 5. Here we come. We keep
bye, babes.
That.
Love you.
Love you, babes. Mwah. Yeah, I really just had to like think about that for a minute. I didn't expect you to go there, which was a really good question. I was just like, wait.
Are you good with that? He's the fucking worst. Why are you being like this today? Down. Stay. Okay, buddy, that's enough. Cash.
This poor guy.
He's just so goddamn busy. All right.
Please don't fart again.